What's up, guys? We're down here today at Kenrick's garage. My gimbal, I think, is dead. 2 years, I think it's finally dead. I know, like a year and a half. I don't know. I'm having trouble turning it on and charging it, so I'm just doing handheld for now and relying fully on iPhone image stabilization. I have the front bumper back on the V, so that is back to like some street car mode and back to daily duties. And I just put the bumper cut away for, you know, the day that comes that I take it to the track. Repainted the bash bar as well, so it's nice and metallic red looking again. So I came over here this morning and I had to, my front right wheel on the 3000 was leaking air from the bead, which is kind of weird. So I debeaded it on the tire machine this morning, and it turns out there was a bunch of dirt and rocks jammed in between the tire and the bead from going off track a couple times at the last event that caused it to not seal. So I popped the bead off, cleaned it all out, loaded it up with some rubber cement just to be safe, and then filled it back up with air, and everything was fine. So now we're over here. Sean's gonna bring me some new tires. I'm gonna mount some tires on some drift spares for haunted moves at the end of the month, and then I'm gonna help Kenrick out with some cleaning up some wiring while he is painting the front of his new bash bar setup with the whole new turbo setup and stuff like that to protect it from rusting.
That's what I did my cage with.
I mean,
Oh boy.
it works. So this is Kenrick's new bash bar to protect that big ass turbo right there. I'll see what where was that jack in the car up on?
Under here.
Oh, that one. So the bash bar has this bar here that is a mount point for the intercooler, and then down here serves as a mount point for the rad. And they
Why don't you go underneath where you want to finish the bottom part?
oh well. Alright guys, I'm back at home and I'm working on my drift spares. Swapped, so Sean came over, brought me 4 brand new tires for haunted moves, swapped them onto my Mustang wheels, and one of my sets of Mustang wheels. And then this will be the first event I'm ever doing with brand new tires. So they're these guys. They are some 245/4017s. I don't even know what they are. They're Omni Radars, Dymax R8s. I don't know, they have a tread wear of 320, and we'll see how I do on these. They are directional, so I'm gonna be running them reverse mount, and gonna be painting all my other wheels white to match. So I have 4 of these that are gonna be mounted up for the event, and then hopefully I'm gonna test it beforehand, but hopefully with the 40 sidewall being shorter, I'm not gonna run into an issue of the back of my car being too low, because the lowest I've run was a 45 sidewall on the 225, and the back of my car was a little lower. So hopefully I don't run into any issues with that, but I'll definitely try it out first to see if I have to raise the car prior to the event. Once I get the camber arms on, and I'll have to align it anyways. Gone, holding pressure, got that all sealed up. In here was where all the rocks and stuff were, so that is all rubber cemented and cleaned out. So we got a nice clean bead there, and it's been holding pressure. It's like 68 pounds right now, and it hasn't leaked out at all. So we'll bring that down to what we're gonna run for the event. I am glad it did break at Fall Moves though, and it didn't break at something like Haunted Moves, where it's a 2-day event, and say it broke on the first day, I would have been out for the entire weekend, which would have really sucked. So I'm glad it broke while it did, and you know, we got something coming with 3SX about those camber arms that'll keep you guys in the loop about once it all comes about. So finished painting these like 96 GT Mustang wheels, my old purple ones, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
2 hours later.
Rick doesn't watch my YouTube channel. What? No. Hey, kind of smash blast finish.
Jeebus!
All right, guys, so my parts to fix the 3000 did not come in yesterday. So I'm gonna do another little small project that I kind of started a couple weeks ago, and now I have time to finish. And it's gonna be wrapping the roof on my sister's Toyota Camry. So the tire, the front tire on the 3000 is holding air, so all the dirt in the bead was the reason why it was leaking. So now it's all sealed up, and I'm gonna go through the process of wrapping a roof today. So the roof on this car had like no clear coat left, it was all peeling. So what I did was I ran across it with a DA, the areas that were peeling, but when I first laid the vinyl on, it started ripping up more clear coat. So I got a new piece of vinyl, and I'm going to basically sand all the clear coat off of the roof and then wrap it with the piece of vinyl that's over there. So what I'm using is a DA sander with 320 grit sandpaper to cut through the clear, and then I'm going to go over it with, I think it's a 400 grit below it there, to smooth it all out, and then I'll go about stretching the vinyl on and wrapping the whole roof. Alright, so I've gone over the whole roof with some 320 grit on the DA. So the roof looked like this. Clear coat was peeling. So I'm going to hose it off now and hopefully have a good surface to work with. Alright, so the entire roof is all hosed down. I think we should be good with the clear coat now. I'm going to get some alcohol and wipe it down before we crack open the tube of vinyl. This time I'm going to try using Avery vinyl. My first time using Avery vinyl for the 3000, I used Vivid vinyl, which is a lot thicker and I guess a little harder to work with. It's durable, but it's a little more difficult to work with than what I've seen cars with Avery used on. So hopefully this install goes smoother, and the color that I'm going to be wrapping the 3000 next is actually an Avery color. So this is going to be my first test of using Avery before I commit to wrapping the 3000 that color.
They were opposite. This crease already happened.
But it's uncreasing.
I know.
If that was Vivid, there would be no uncreasing.
Yep. Good?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. I just need you to help me lay it.
I'm really afraid it's gonna stick.
Keep it up.
Hang on, it's creased. It's
Where?
all under here.
Alright, that's fine.
This also stretches
Oh my god.
so much nicer.
Wow.
You don't even, like, that's...
No. Don't do that.
Sorry.
Wow.
Do you want to remove this one now?
Um,
Pull that?
I'm just gonna pull the tape up there. So, first review of this, just by having to lay this first half, incredibly easier than Vivid. I was a little worried because it's way thinner, but it's so easy to stretch and work with. It kind of just falls into place on its own. So now I'm just going to squeegee across and see how well it fully lays. Alright, so the roof wrap is all done. I gotta trim that little piece there, but I got the molding back in all across the top. All the edges are done. All around the sunroof. Came out good and smooth, nice and tucked in. So yeah. Came out pretty awesome. It definitely looks a lot better than the peeling clear coat. So my one sister actually totaled this car, so then we fixed it for my other sister. So the whole front end was resprayed, and the only like significantly bad paint was up on the roof. So now that is fixed and done with. So guys, I know this wasn't much of a video with a lot of stuff in it, but it's kind of what my weekend consisted of. The 3000, hopefully the parts show up tomorrow. Not really sure exactly when they will, but I want to get this thing fixed, get it aligned, and then we can get it over to Kenrick's and do some buttoning up for Haunted Moves, which is in 2-3 weeks. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.